Okay, so we're going to start in a seated position, but you're going to sit like this. So this leg's in front, this leg is behind you, with the, depending on how you feel with your knees, how much of that leg is bent. If it feels uncomfortable, grab yourself a blanket or a towel. You could put it underneath that knee to lift it slightly, or you could put it underneath that side of your pelvis, that hip. That will lift it slightly, especially if you feel that you're sinking down too much and you feel that it's uncomfortable here. If this leg feels uncomfortable, you could put something underneath that knee. So it's all knees and hips. So you're aiming to have a 90-degree angle here and here. Okay, so that's what you're looking for. And you probably have more weight on this side of the pelvis. On this sit bone, you're going to feel it more. This hand is here to help lift you upright. So push the floor away, but only a small amount. Okay, so it just keeps you just slightly upright. You don't need to push too much because you'll probably tense your jaw and tighten your shoulder. So this hand, underneath my foot, this hand is going to come across onto your shoulder. And you're just going to turn without looking behind you and then come back. So you're just going to do 3. Let's just do 3. Just turning the body and then coming back. And then just turn the head and the head comes back. So the body's not moving, just the head turning. Your nose is going to the back of the room. And then we'll put those two together. So the body and the head turn together and then you come back. And notice how far you're going. So where do your eyes rest? Where do your eyes go to? So on the next one, we're going to stay back there. So head and the body have turned. So you're going to keep the body here. Just turn the head back towards me. Turn the head away again. Bring the head back so you're looking to the front and away. And the head and away. And you're going to keep looking behind you. So the body's turned, the head is turned. But just let your eyes come back towards the front of the room and then to the back of the room. So the eyes are looking towards the front of the room and the back of the room, but the head doesn't turn, it stays back there. Just your eyes, relax your jaw, don't hold your breath. And then come back to the middle. And then we'll turn the whole thing again and come back to the middle. And notice if you're turning a little bit further, where do your eyes see? Can you see a little bit further around? And then you'll start to notice that this side of the pelvis is lifting, so allow it to happen. Allow this side, your hip bone, your sit bone, to lift as you twist, because it will help you rotate. You feel as if this side of your pelvis is pressing forwards. It's nice, yeah? Nice little movement. Okay, so we're going to hold the next one back there and just turn your head again as if you're looking towards this knee. And then come back to the middle. Turn the body, look towards that knee, come back to the middle, turn away, come back to the middle and turn away, and come back to the middle. Let's change sides to see what you like on the other side. So if this side feels a little bit weird, just for me, so I'm going to put my knee there underneath of my blanket. So that foot is behind you. So you've got a straight angle here, straight line. So hand is here and you're lifting, so you don't feel that you're collapsing into that shoulder. It stays away from your ear. This hand comes onto your shoulder so it helps it stay heavy. And just allow the body to turn and come back. And then you're going to allow your head to turn and come back. And just notice where your head turns to, what you can see. I'll notice a little bit more restricted on this side. I'm not turning as far. And then we're going to put those together. Don't hold your breath, you might want to breathe in as you turn. Okay, then we're going to stay back there. So I'm going to turn the head back forwards and go back. The head forwards and back. So I'm just playing around with different rotations of the neck, with the thoracic spine, and with the eyes and what's going on. and then come back to the middle, and then turn the whole thing again, and come back. I've noticed this time I can turn a bit further. My eyes are looking further behind me now. I can notice more of the room. So we're going to stay back here now and just let the eyes look forwards and go back. So they're looking to the other side, looking towards that shoulder and then coming back to this shoulder without the head turning. So the head's looking behind you, your face is looking behind you. It's just the eyes going from right to left or left to right, depending on which way you're looking, which way you're turned. Relax your jaw and make sure you're not holding your breath. And then come back to the middle and then turn and see if you're going a little bit further. This hip will feel like it's coming with you, so you get more connection now with this lifting as if it's attached to the opposite shoulder, which is in a funny kind of way. And you might feel that you can go a little bit further. Nice. So the body's going to stay back there. You're going to turn the head and look towards in that direction. You're not really going to look at the foot, but you're just looking in that direction. So you get this open feeling here in your chest, and then come back. And again, so the chest lifts, the heart lifts up towards the diagonal here, and then you come back. So if you were drawing a line, you'd have a line from your shoulder to your chest, to your rib cage, down to your knee. So you're looking away from you. And then come back and rotate around you again. Well, I can go all the way around this time. Ooh. Just freeing up some tightness in the upper back and in your neck. So when we come to do, I'm going to bring my foot back. I'm going to sit on the front of the blanket. And if you find it tricky to sit cross-legged, you can sit on a chair or wherever in your room, sit on your bed or your sofa. Your legs can come out if you want to, but try not to sit in that slump position. So you're sitting on your sit bones. Bring your arms up and we'll twist. And see, let your head look behind you, your eyes look behind you. Turn into one direction, use your shoulder blade. Just allowing that rotation. Take your arms out if it feels nice to do that. That is so nice. Just allowing that rotation and then looking over your shoulder. And then come back and rest. We're going to lie down to finish off and lie on your mat. And you're going to hug your right knee in with your right hand, and the left hand is going to go behind the head, and that mini crisscross as you go over and you come back. So you're going to do a slow descent. It's not like a hoo. You're going to take it slowly, not going too fast. You just have to notice the movement, the elongation, the lengthening of the front of the body as the back of the body pulls you back towards the floor. And then keep the knee where it is. Change hands. So you're going straight up towards the knee and back down again. Nose to the knee. So that rib cage feels like it's going straight down towards that hip bone. And then let it go. Keep that hand behind the head. Hug the other knee in and over you go. So you're going on a diagonal. Rib cage across to the hip. Let the shoulder blade lift off the floor. So I'm going to slow down a little bit more. And then I'm going to change hands. I'm going to go straight up and straight down. And then let go of that foot. And then let the arms come out wide. Push the feet into the floor and come up into a bridge. So the neck, the back of the neck stays long and then rolling down, one bone at a time. And because we've done some of that rotational move already, we've kind of freed up some of that space between your shoulder blades. So you can notice this collapsing or sinking down of the middle of the back, going down through the floor. So you don't feel that you're lifting from here. And get the whole of the spine moving. Feels like a slinky. Slinky's going up and down the stairs. Slinky, and what else can we think of? Maybe the links in a chain, lifting and lowering. At the back of the neck stays long, so one at a time. Or if all of your vertebrae were numbered, like a painting by numbers, and there was a sequence in order to lift them. When they come down, you lay them down one at a time. Oh, it's nice. Very last one, roll it up. And sinking down, so the chest bone drops. You can guide it, helping it drop down, helping it drop down. And let the pelvis relax as you put the hands, link them together, put the hands behind your head and lift your head, look to the horizon and then come back down as if you're getting out of bed in the morning, looking outside the window. Imagine there's a window in front of you and you're just looking outside the window and then coming back down. And if you put one of your hands on your chest bone, on your sternum, if you guide it gently down towards the floor as you lift the head and then come back down to the floor. Breathe out as you do that. Breathe in as you come back and you'll feel your chest bone sinking down. Your chest drops, your rib cage drops and your chin gets closer towards your throat. There's no squeezing of your glutes, you're not overworking anything in that area. Your pelvic floor is relaxed. And then put both hands back behind the head. You're going to lift and just reach over to one side, come back and reach over to the other side. So your elbow feels like it's going down towards the outside of your ankle. And when you go over to the next side, can you let go with that hand and reach for the ankle? Come back. Other side, reach for the ankle. Come back. So you have a little side bend going on. So you're stretching one side or opening up one side and you're shortening the other side. Last one. And then come back and let it go. Let one hand just rest on your forehead as if you've just got hold of it and it's not going to move. And just slide from one side to the other. So you're rolling the head from right to left. The hand is feeling like it's just clamped your forehead, but very softly, very softly. Then put the other hand behind your head and don't have so much of a clamp on your forehead, it's just resting there now. So we think about the top hand and the bottom hand like boards and your head like a ball or an orange, something like that. And you're just going to roll it between the two boards, between the upper hand and the lower hand. So when it rolls when I'm going to roll to my right, I'm on the heels of my hands, and when I roll my head to the left, I'm on the fingertips of both hands. Heels of the hands, fingertips. Heels of the hands, and then fingertips. So the head is just being rolled. Or if you've ever made pastry and you've got a little bit of pastry and you're rolling it up into a ball like that, rolling it between both hands. You're doing that and feeling that that's what the head is made of. Got pastry head. Just rolling it between both of your hands. And allow that feeling. You might notice or have that awareness of some movement coming down from beneath the neck, so where it becomes the rib cage, maybe between your shoulder blades, let your jaw relax. And then come back to the middle. And then roll yourself over. And when you feel ready, push yourself up. Nice. Happy practicing.